Okay, so I'm here with the new Kenmore 600 series bagless vacuum cleaner. I'm going to be doing a test on how well it performs on carpet and hard floors. I have a 1/4 cup of sand, and I also have my Kirby with the dirt meter, so I'm going to go back over and see what it leaves behind. So first, let's talk about it a little bit. It has the same power nozzle design as all of the other Kenmores, which I don't know why they didn't update it, really, because it's the same, step on there to release, and you really have to push it forward to get it to click in. The same height adjustment. The belt reset's actually bigger now, so you can actually hit it with your finger. But this is the same. The telescopic wand, I think, is the same, because we used to have an old Kenmore. And I guess that's okay. That's the same. Relatively quiet. The dusting brush is okay. They're fake nylon bristles. And I don't like how this is so far up, because that tends to be able to make you scratch stuff that you're not supposed to. And I guess they're okay quality. I don't like how this bends and then you have to reform it to go on this right here, the wand, because when you put it in there, it squashes it, which is weird. And the crevice tool, it's okay. It's kind of short. Didn't really help me clean my car that well in between the seats. The telescopic wand is okay. It's really easy to do. Let's look at the brush. I have some fuzzies, but the brush is, I think it's a good brush. It is a wooden brush roller, and it has nice bristles, but I'm not really sure how well it agitates the dirt out of the carpet. Again, like the Panasonic, which I think is kind of the same thing, because this basically looks like a Panasonic brush roller. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how well it performs against the Kirby. You can see there's lots of airflow back and around there. And the suction channel is in the middle. It's a big, 2-inch wide right there, which is pretty nice right there. So that's that. And here's the canister. To remove it, there's a release button, lever right here. You just lift that up and pull. And that's this. And this piece can come off. I don't know why you'd want to take that off, but it's the whole front thing, and that just, I guess if you're one of those people that like seeing it. So I'll take that off for the demonstration so you can see the dirt. But you do have cyclones up there, and they call this the pre-filter. That right there. Let me see if I can take it out. And I don't really like this, because it should be up here, where you just push it and it drops it, but you really have to put your hand down there, and sometimes you get the dirt on you, and it's just not really convenient. But you take this out. Let me see if I can do it one-handed. I apologize. Okay. So that's out, and you can see this gets caked with hair and dirt, but they call it a pre-filter. Then all up inside you can see the cyclones, all the dust that it's captured, and everything. But it seems to work well. But I haven't tested against the Kirby, so this video will be the first test against the Kirby. Alright. It's always tricky getting it back on. I don't know why. Oh, that's probably why. My bad. I was putting it on backwards. Anyways. Okay. So that's on. And right here, there's this weird kind of felt stuff inside that captures hair and stuff that I don't really like. Because see, look, it catches a lot of it. And I guess it's like a seal or something. But I don't know why it's there, and I don't like it at all. But the seals are good. It is a completely sealed system. There's a good seal here, good seal there. And the HEPA filter is in the back. See the exhaust filter right there? Let me turn it upside down. Whoops, okay. And this just pops out like this, and this is a nice HEPA filter. It's completely sealed. And that's the inside of it right there. But it's a nice rubber seal right there. I don't know if you can see that right there. See? It's really pushing against it. It's a nice seal. And it works really well. Like, it smells like a clean vacuum all the time. I don't smell any dust or dirt like I can with some of the other cleaners. And it has a tremendous amount of section, which is really good. And it does steer pretty well. I kind of wish it had like 3 or 4 caster wheels, because it does tend to get caught on furniture sometimes. And let me show you. There's this other filter right here after the pre-filter. They call this the main filter, which I would always think that the HEPA filter would be the main filter, but this, you can see it does capture dirt and there's some hair. But you can see the cyclones have that little swirl thing, which is kind of cool. But you wash this every month. And I guess you just tap out the HEPA filter. And this just goes on there. You have to make sure you line these up, because I have a tendency to not do that and do this, which doesn't seal it and doesn't make it work. So you really have to make sure when you put it on that these 2 things go on the side and you clip it down in place. And another thing I forgot to mention about this is it has dual edge cleaning. You can see it is really close to both sides of this, and it does have special bristles right here to clean the edge too. So that's one good thing, it does clean edges quite well. So okay, let's get started. I have the height adjustment on medium. I don't know if you could see that, but I will recline it. Adjust my handle. And let's get started. Okay. It's relatively quiet. Yeah, let me move this so you can see the canister too. Just that one pass right there, and that's all the dirt it picked up. You can see it picking up those mounds of hair our animals are shedding. It does have this swivel thing, and I guess it does kind of work. It's not the best swivel, but I guess as you're putting force like that, it kind of turns it. You know, when you move your wrist like this. It doesn't really do much, but it's something. So let's get down here and see. You can kind of see some agitation. Not really that much. Can't really see it that well. But you can definitely hear it picking it up, so. See it spinning all around right there. Still hearing it pick up some there. Alright, I'm going to go one more time to the right, and then I'll go back over with the Kirby and see everything that it picked up. Because this section here should be clean when I'm done. I've given it enough time to agitate the carpet and pick up all the dirt. But before I do that, I will show you what it picked up. Alright. And it doesn't really stand up by its own. Look. I mean, I'll pull it back here and it will still fall over. And there's no docking system on the back. But let me show you something. There is this thing here. I don't know what it's for. This right there. It looks like it should be like a dock for something, because there's a section, like, you can see it, how something should fit in there. but it doesn't. I don't see how it could because it's so bulky in the back, but it really should have some kind of stand or something to keep it upright, so it's not constantly falling over. You have to lean it against something. But okay, let's take this off, just like that. And I will dump it and let you see what it picked up. Oh, that was a fail. I apologize. The top portion of this canister is quite heavy. But you can see it picked up a lot of sand and dust. And here's the hair from that section. There's some more dust there. I do apologize for dropping it. But I was going to empty it out anyway. Alright, so I did really bang this afterwards. I mean before. So that's all the dust it's picked up this time. And that is quite a bit. So we will go to the Kirby. Now, I forgot to plug the Kirby in. So let me pause the video. Okay, so I have the Kirby all plugged in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a clean pad and clean out the Kirby first. Just like I always do, so it's a fair test. Looks like it was relatively clean. Not really much there. Okay, here's another clean pad. I'll put that in there like that. And for this carpet, it's a weird kind of carpet, so I don't ever really know what setting to put it on. But I just do it the way they say and then put it down one more, because I don't feel like it's agitating as well as it should be. But then it might be reducing airflow. So I guess for this video, I'll do how we're supposed to. Okay, so here we go. Now, I heard the change the first time and the second time, it's on through. So we'll go. You already see it fixed. So that was pad number 1, with the height adjusted how you're supposed to do it. And so I will bring this down. And that's what it left behind. Right there. It looks like there's quite a bit of hair and sand. Quite a bit of sand particles. So I'm kind of still iffy about it. So that's that one. Let's put another one and adjust the brush roll down one more than in the previous one. And see if it gets anything else up. Okay. So. And it did pick up more like I thought it would. More sand and hair, because the brushes were getting deeper in the pile of the carpet and agitating it. But there's pad number 1, and that's pad number 2. I think there's more in pad number 2 than in pad number 1. Looks like to me. But that's because the brushes were getting down there more. And so what I'll do is, I'll go over a section with just the Kirby to give you an idea on how dirty the carpet was before I did this test. Because I hadn't vacuumed in about a day or 2 in this room, so I'll just give you an idea on what it looks like. I'll do it right here I didn't vacuum right here. So, let's do this. So this is what the carpet was like before I did the test. Not too bad, but not really clean. That's just from that section from the Kirby. Okay. So what I will do now is I will empty the canister because I did vacuum up what I put down before I did that test with the Kirby. And I have this 1/4 cup of sand. And what I'm going to do is, since I just vacuumed here with the Kirby, I know it's clean. I'm going to put it down right here. Just sprinkle it out. And then I will use this and push it down into the carpet. I'm getting it really deep down in there, like actual ground and dirt would be. Alright, let's get this side here. Now what I'm going to do is I will do, since it is quite a bit of sand, we'll do 25 passes. We'll go over this spot 25 passes with the Kenmore. I will have it on height adjustment medium for this pile of carpet. I have tried the high pile because it is quite deep, but it was still too high, and then low is too low. So that's in there pretty good, just the bigger pieces are on top. So, we'll empty this over here. See, it's really awkward. Make sure they're in, yep. Alright. So we'll go over this 25 times with the Kenmore. So let's get started. Let's look for agitation. Not really. See it spinning all the sand. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm moving it slower this time because I can hear it picking up the sand. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. starting to, I can't really hear it that much now. 21. Going through this one. 23. 24. Alright, last one. It should have gotten a lot of that more by now. 25. I'll go really slow on this one to really give it a chance. And just give it one more to forget. Alright. So that was 26 passes, because I gave it one more for good luck. Oh, it stood up. Okay, I'll bring the Kirby over. Put in a clean dirt meter pad. In the dirt meter. Alright. I will set the height on the height I like, which is the second one. Here we go. Just fell over. One pass. Pass. Okay. So that was 4 passes with the Kirby. On height number 2 for this carpet. And this is all the sand that it has gotten that the Kenmore left behind. Now that is a lot of sand. Oh, I just spilled it. But anyways, this is more sand than the jet spin. My voice did that weird thing. Anyways, this is more sand than the jet spin left behind. Which is kind of disappointing. But you can see the bristles come out nicely. But just the design of it, I guess, isn't really giving it that much agitation that it needs. I mean, it's the same old design that they've had for a long time. So, I don't really like that, but it did leave behind a lot of sand. And so what we will do now is dump the canister on a hardwood floor, and then I'll show you how well it performs in hardwood. Okay, so we're on the hardwood, and I did put the sand in the cracks. And all you have to do for this is, oh, I didn't tell you, it does say all floors. It didn't come with a floor attachment, sadly. But you just adjust it all the way down to extra low, which is the hard floor setting. And then I'll just turn this on floor, and let's see how well it does. It doesn't sound very pretty. It sounds like it's really scratching the floor. But you can see this cleans the cracks. This is a good power nozzle slash hard floor tool because it did clean the cracks out. But I'll show you the reason why I don't really like to use it on my hard floors is because of these right here. Actually, the whole bottom plate. It's a plastic, and these are plastic. That's not rubber coated or gonna keep it from scratching the floor, but you can see where it's glided. You can hear it too, across the floor, and it's scratched it. It needs to have some kind of rubber coating or something that will glide on carpet and hard floors. And it needs better suction channels right here in the front where all these are. It should be down more to allow more airflow. And this is nice, but there should be, these bristles are very soft compared to these. These are a lot more stiffer than these, which I don't know why. This should be like a full brush. And there shouldn't be so much space in between these. This should be like one big brush going all the way across. And again, with these wheels, they need to be rubber coated. That's just the same old design, same old stuff. This should have been updated when they came out with the canister. That's just my opinion. I mean, these are rubber coated, and dirt still sticks to them though, but still, it's not going to scratch the floor as bad as these will. So, that is the review and test of this Kenmore 600 series bagless canister vacuum. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for future videos. Thank you.